Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Good.
That
Um,
doesn't sound convincing. Like, well, that's not like.
no, it's just a lot of TV, a lot of news, a lot of all of that
Oh
going
yeah,
on. Yeah, excuse me while I adjust my seat.
yeah.
I'm like not high enough.
Yes, you're a little shorty. Yes.
So how are you, Funkle?
Funkle. My nieces gave to me. I'm a funkle. I'm fun. I'm a fun uncle.
You're the
Funkle.
fun uncle.
Yeah,
Totally.
I
can see
am. I,
that.
I saw them this weekend. No, I saw. I mean, yeah. I was telling all my shows yesterday. I dedicated to the folks in Kiev. That's how we're saying it now because that's how they say it, not Kiev.
Yes, because wasn't it at one point Kiev?
Yes, that was because the Russians made it that way.
Oh, so now it's Kiev.
Because the Ukrainians call it Kiev. They've always have. Apparently, they always have. But they're going back
Okay,
to that. So I'm doing what they want to do.
good. Yes.
And so I dedicate all the shows to that. Well, on the other side, no, I'm in a really great mood. I almost feel bad. Like I'm having a really good weekend.
Don't feel bad. We all are living our lives right now, right?
Yes.
So tell me about your great
I
weekend.
know. It's like, well, here's the thing. I mean, I think it's one of those things where someone told me once, if you don't live your life, then they win, so to speak. It's like it's almost like kind of it's like you should have compassion and always, do what you can for things that are going on. But if you stop living your life also, then nobody wins. Some kind of weird thing. It's like, it's not saying you're being selfish. Like I still care and I was passing on information to people, I was doing that kind of stuff. I have this platform. But I said, but also I've had a really good personal weekend. And I guess I shouldn't feel bad about it. I'm like, it's just this week, because the whole pandemic's been like that. I've had folks going, well, I had a really great year, and other folks who didn't. It's like it's a weird dichotomy to have that everybody's kind of like you want to be sensitive to people who aren't having a great time, and then also don't want to not block your blessings, so to speak. They say also the same.
Right. I think that there's a balance. I think that we all go through that. I think that if you're having a good period, I could be having a bad period. Maybe I'll come into a good period. I mean, all the change is universal and it happens, I think, for all of us. So I support living and being sympathetic, empathetic, but knowing like where you can be helpful, James, what can we do right now in this moment for the Ukrainian people?
Right.
I mean, I don't have, it's so much larger than us.
Yeah.
So we're expected to live our lives, know?
Right. I told my audience, one of the things that did really bring to my attention is that I have a worldwide audience. So, I mean, people who come into my shows are like, I'm coming in from South Africa, from Australia, Italy, Monaco, South America. They tell us where they're coming in for. Like, James, it's 9 o'clock in the morning here, blah, blah, blah. It's 10 o'clock at night. I stayed up to watch the show. Like, that really does mean something to us. My co-host and I were talking about that. We're like, that's because YouTube goes to everywhere. So it's not just Los Angeles or US. I have fans and followers from all over the world. And they have a lot of choices to watch shit, and they're watching me. Like or watching my product, or watching my co-host, or watching. And so I said, we really are a global community. It's like this show. Two people tell me, yeah, we have some faithful followers who are like, I love the show. Your listeners are so good, and we just love you guys talking in the morning. I get my coffee and listen to you, and I almost cry. I love hearing stuff like that. I love it. Like, there's a million choices out there. There really is a million choices for podcasts, for web series, and I'm having the best year I've ever had.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. As I'm getting teary-eyed already, big crybaby.
And this is our 20th episode.
I know. That's crazy, girl. We see concept to completion. We said, okay, let's do it. It's been fun. It's been fun. I love it. It's been fun.
I do too. I really look forward to Monday mornings now.
Same here. No, it's a lot of fun. And we have guests come on. It's fun when they come on and add their perspective. And as this coming out, as we're recording this today, the one with her twin sister is out today. So that's out today. That's fun.
Make sure to tell her.
Yes,
so she can watch.
Yeah, make sure she can watch it. But
she was very excited to be on the podcast, James. Melanie was very excited. She wants to come back. So I promised her she absolutely can come back.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's the thing. We always have coffee and conversations. So anybody can come back and, do it. You can get up in the morning, Some of my friends can get up in the morning, but the ones who can, I'm like, come on in.
Yeah,
You can do it.
absolutely.
Yeah, so the behind good we get today is as we're recording this, today is my grandson Trenton's first birthday. Let's give a shout out to him. He's the cutest baby on earth. I'm sad I can't see him right now. We're doing video later. I sent him a video. I can't see him in person. I'm a little sad about that, but hopefully soon I'll be able to see them all. And I think cases are starting to go down a little bit, and I'm just waiting to see how. And she's in nursing school right now, so she's in finals or something right now. So she can't even. They're not even had a party. She's like, we're gonna do a drive-by thing next weekend, so I can drive by and see him, drop off presents. But and then later this week is my granddaughter turns 17. So I'm the opposite. 1-year-old, 17. My granddaughter.
Wow.
And I can't believe I talked to her today. I go, you're almost a woman. This is crazy talk. I don't even understand. I used to hold you. I mean, 17 and looking at colleges and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
crazy, right? How fast it goes. It goes so fast.
It goes so fast. It goes really fast.
So what is your 17-year-old granddaughter into? Like, what's her thing right now?
Well, one of the things she has to give up, and we talked about this, is soccer.
Oh, no.
She had a huge, where she used to get concussed a lot. That's a problem.
Yeah.
She actually tore her ACLs and everything. So she's a leg brace for the next 6 weeks.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so we had to talk about that and get her mind wrapped around that. And what does that mean for her? That was a whole future thing we're going to work on. So she's not. She's extremely smart, great straight A student. I mean, she just I don't know where she got that from at all. It's not for me. And she's a good straight A student. She has a temperament like I do. She's the most like me in many ways. So I know homegirl's gonna figure it out. I don't know what she's gonna do. I know she's gonna figure it out because she's very practical like I am, hard worker, very much. I want things a certain way. So I have a feeling I'm not really worried about her. I think she's gonna figure it out. I don't know what it is yet. But the soccer thing, the sports thing was always her thing. Volleyball, soccer. She was very athletic, but that dream is kind of gone now. So it's got to focus on something else. I said, well, and she's like, I think she's starting to do okay with it. She's starting to do okay with it.
Yeah, and through college, I'm sure she'll find so many other, opportunities, things to do.
Yeah.
So, but at 17, I remember being 17 and everything that happened that wasn't in your plan was like super devastating. The world is ending, this is the worst thing ever. And then as you tend to grow up, you're like, yeah, that wasn't the worst thing ever. Your perspective changes. But right now I feel for her because she's 17 and that's her world. So
I have felt for them the last couple of years, all my kids and all the kids. Because I taught somebody the other day, I go, I feel bad that they didn't have proms. And they didn't, those first couple of years, they didn't have proms. They didn't have grad nights. There's certain things that they seem frivolous to some people, but they're social things that kids need social events.
Yeah.
My second daughter went to all her social events. Everything she had, I went to them. Saw their daughter dances. We did it. It's tradition. I like tradition. I'm a tradition person. I like tradition. I like pageantry. I like all this. I like all this stuff. I don't care. I always said, if I ever got married, which I don't want to, I have my friends laughing at that, so I don't want to, but if I ever got married, it would have been
right now, James, no on marriage. Not going to happen.
No, I don't want it. But if I did, I would go all out. It would be.
Oh, I bet.
I'll be walking out with my mother walking down the aisle. It will be, do you, James Harrison Lott Jr. It'll be a huge extravaganza. Trust me. There'll be singing bands and flying angels, and it would be.
Oh yeah.
People, televised via satellites. It would be everything. And my friends like, so I want to I see bridesmaid dresses. Like groomsmen, I would do the whole. That would incorporate all of my cultures. So there'll be like a Latin segment, jump over the broom for the Black segment, the Dutch speak thing. I would have everything. It'd be crazy. Well,
I'm kind of sad now that we might not ever get to experience that party because it sounds great.
Oh, it'd be wonderful. I used to plan events. Listen, I know how to do this.
Can we just have the party and not the wedding part?
Well, here's what's funny, Melissa. When I had a big party at 46. I like weird numbers. So I was going to do at 50 it's called like quinceañeras. I was gonna do a quinceañera that I turned 50. And I was gonna have the whole where I come in, do a dance, I'm announced, I was gonna have trumpeters, the whole thing. And then I was selling my house and it was gonna go through in Pittsburgh, and it was gonna go through on my birthday. So I had to go to Pittsburgh. So I was like, well, and then I was like, then I kind of lost momentum about it. And I was like, well, I had to go, I'm going to Pittsburgh. Oh my goodness, 1 second. Tony Moore, you're on the air. Say hello.
Why am I not surprised that at 8:42 you are already live on Facebook?
Say hello to Melissa.
Hi, Tony.
Oh, I'm Melissa. Oh, that's right. It's Melissa and James in the morning.
Yes, in the morning. Yes, our show in the morning. See, folks, you know who's gonna call in. Yes, Tony. I said sometimes by people who are gonna watch this. You don't know who's gonna call in while we're doing our show, having a coffee and conversation. It's Tony Moore. So how's it going, Tony? Today, Tony is going to be filming his first short film as this is being recorded. So wish him lots of luck.
Exciting. Yay for Tony.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I got up early. I got myself together. I was trying to be on time, and then I had to run by Target. And then, I went in there with a mission, and I was like, oh, well, now guess who's late? Me. So, yeah, there's that.
Late to his own production. There you go. Love it.
So, well, I mean, look, you know what? It wouldn't go right if I wasn't a little bit late.
Yes, exactly. Right, exactly. This is good luck. This is actually good luck. That's what it is. It's good luck.
Yeah, this is all the good luck.
I love it. I love it. Well,
all right. Well, you have a wonderful show. It's good to talk to you guys, and we'll have to chit chat again very soon.
We want to hear about your short. I want to hear all about it.
Okay, yeah, I'll share. You know, I'm always willing to
Yeah.
share.
We don't share food. No, we don't share food. No. Well, good luck today, Tony, and just call me later. I'm home. Call me later.
Okay, I'll call you later.
Bye.
Bye.
That's funny. See, there it is. Come.
He's adorable.
Yes, he's funny. He's funny. He's shooting. What was I saying? I never was I thought.
We were talking about your party.
Oh yeah. So 50. So I sold my house and I had to go to Pittsburgh to clean it out. So I took like several weeks and the whole process. So actually all my money that I was going to use towards having this big quinceañera thing at 50 ended up being for movers. I had to call 1-800-JUNK and all that stuff. You get all that stuff going. And then, and I got paid, so to speak, the house sold, but like, I couldn't cash a check yet. I had to go back to LA and all that stuff. So, but it was fine. And my 50th birthday, I was in Pittsburgh alone, but it was fine. And everybody online wished me all luck. And people sent me videos and stuff. It was fine. But that was more of an accomplishment. I was like, that's a big milestone. I sold my house I've had for 20 years. I'm saying goodbye to this area of my life that I love so much, to really focus it out. And then what's really funny, Melissa, that was 2019 when we turned 50, right? It was 2019.
Yeah.
I had the foresight. I mean, I had the foresight, but didn't know what was going to happen. I said, I should start buying equipment just to have like lights and cameras. And I started over the next like 6 months. I spent some of that money, not all of it, but some of that money. Not any bills or anything. So I didn't have anything to pay off. I had no bills. Thank God. I was lucky with that. So I put some money away, of course. But that said, let me take this little chunk and buy like a good computer. So I bought a nice iMac. I bought nice iPhone. I bought an iPad. I bought all these microphones, and I started buying stuff. Little I know, 3 months after that, I'd be relying on all this. Like so, literally, it really saved my business, saved my hide. So that feels like the best present I could have done myself at 50. So I thought maybe 55 or 60, I'll do something big.
No,
I don't know. So we'll see. So you may get the party. But yes, I mean, I can meet
party
somebody.
Would be fun. Party would be fun.
But I'd love to meet somebody or whatever. But I know that 2 Valentine's days ago, I was asked to be married, but it was for a green card, and I didn't. I said no.
Yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm. I said no. I was like, and this person I knew but didn't know super well either. maybe it would have been different. It was somebody I knew, I guess. I don't know, but I knew of this person. We weren't really close. And they proposed to me. They did the ring and everything, flower ring. And I was like, yeah, I don't feel good about that. And I'm not doing that. I said, no.
Yeah.
I said,
and that was a good choice.
I think it was a good choice. I think it was a good choice. I don't do credit whatsoever. But I can say I have been proposed to on Valentine's Day. I can say that at least I have been. So it's a bucket list moment that's done, I guess. But this weekend it's great. So I left the house. That's what I sort of
Good.
Well, I've been home for like 2 months. And so and every time I left the house, I had a COVID scare. So they're like, James, you're by COVID. So I haven't really left the house in the last month, basically all of February. So on Friday, it was the 1 year anniversary of my stepmother's death. So we all drank coffee in the garden and post pictures and things like that. Went to the cemetery, did all that. So my sister and I got together. I said, you know what? I don't care. You don't have COVID anymore. You had it last month. You're testing negative. She's back at work. And so then we went to see my mother, and we all hugged for the first time, reunited first time. Like she hadn't hugged my sister in 2 months. I mean, they finally hugged. She wore her mask still, but we all hugged and we visited for a little bit. It was a beautiful day in Los Angeles. It's been beautiful in Los Angeles. So clear.
Yes.
Clear.
It is beautiful.
Woo, the wind blew everything out.
Yeah.
Right now it's beautiful. Right now it's beautiful. I'm sorry now. It's wonderful.
It is.
Let's get hotter too, Melissa.
It is. It's going to get hot, but then it's going to go back down to like 60s, I think. So
yeah, I can do that. And so just running around. And so my sister, was her birthday, so a few weeks ago. So we're getting all her freebies. So we got her free bun cake and nothing bun cakes. Oh. Her free salad from Farmer Boys.
Nice.
Her free thing from Star. Like we just get all her freebies. We do that. I do the same thing on my birthday. Get all the freebies. We're like playing everything. And that was fun. So then Saturday, Tony, I got to see Tony. So Saturday, I had to bring all this equipment he's going to borrow as props for a short film. I couldn't do a short film. He wanted me. I couldn't. I have shows all day today. I couldn't do it. So I said, well, what I can support you is all these props. You need backpacks and things. James got everything. So I said, I got all this stuff. And so I was sending pictures, and he would go, "Oh, what that? What that?" He did a little pool, we call them pools, and then I put in some pools for him. It was fun. He's borrowing my old record player from the 70s, all kind of stuff, all this stuff. So I had to meet him. I didn't want him to come all the way down to Inglewood. He lives in the valley. I said, well, we can meet kind of, not exactly halfway, but close enough. I said, I can meet you in East Hollywood. Because he had to work in West Hollywood also right after that. So I thought that'd be easy. Just come to Hollywood and Western. Then you can go right over to West Hollywood, you'll be fine. So for me, it was a big production. I filmed it for a future show. I don't know what to use it for. I filmed all this footage. But I take an Uber to the train. I had taken a train at all this year, the Metro. As I'm about to get to the train, I run to my friend Cesar Espino, one of my good friends, who had just texted me, you need to call me. I go, Cesar, I'm at the train station. So we saw each other in person. It was totally, he was walking, doing his walk. In LA. How do you run into people you know in LA? And there he was.
Normally you don't.
You don't. I was like, no. And there he was. He's like, I'm doing my daily walk. I'm like, right now, as I haven't left the house in like 2 months. I'm like, it's crazy. So we saw each other, and that was nice. Then I took the train all the way down to LA, and I was like, everything's so different. Wow. And then took the train up to East Hollywood. Wow, everything's so different. Wow. It felt so free. And it wasn't crowded. It was a Saturday afternoon. It wasn't crowded. Had my K95 mask on. I had all my stuff, my sanitizer, all that. But it just felt free. And it's like, I feel free. Got off the train, went across the street. There's a shopping center there. Went to Starbucks. Haven't been at a Starbucks this whole year. Got inside. You need to show a vaccination card if you stay there. So I did that. And it was really clean in there. It was really clean. Everything was spread out. No one was on top of each other. They're very nice there. They're playing show tunes. I was like, oh, I'm in heaven. I was like, that's fine. I'm your dream girl. That was great. So I was happy. And then I was like, I'm having a coffee at a Starbucks. Like you just really take for granted. Like you really take for granted. And then Tony showed up, pranced his ass in there. Like, and then we first time I see each other, in person. We do shows together. The first time in person this year. Literally, he was there 15 minutes. Saw all the stuff. Love you, bye. He left to go to work. I came back to LA. It was like, and it goes, that was that fast. So I just went to meet him as I was testing the waters. But it put me in such a good mood. There's something, this is fine, this is great. if I didn't have this, I'd be a crazy person or crazier person.
All would be.
Yes. But being in person, there's something about that. That's like, I saw my twin sister that night. We went to my sister's house and my twin sister was there and my nieces were there. I didn't see them all this year. I didn't see them in person. So we all we hugged and I needed that.
Yeah.
I basically live alone. My brother's a count. I live alone basically. So it's like, it's just not, it's been very emotionally hard for me the last 2 years. I've never hid that from people. That's why I don't like being alone. It's not fun. And because I'm not in the streets anymore like I used to be, it's even worse.
Yeah.
So it's like, so it's nice being around people. It's like, it felt so normal. But no, so it put me in a good mood these last couple of days. Done my shows yesterday and I'm in a good mood. I'm just like, it's great.
I like James in a good mood.
I like James in a good mood too.
Yeah.
It's better for everybody if I'm in a good mood. It's much easier. And I booked my first organizing client in 3 months.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
It's one of my regular clients. I texted her yesterday. She's like, I just thought about you, James. My closet's crazy. Okay, good. And I said, when can I come? She goes, whenever you want. I have a key to her house. She goes, whenever you want to come, just come over here and just do my closet. So I'll be going over there Wednesday. So she won't be home. She's a doctor.
My closet.
It's my closet. You know how closets can be for ladies. You know how closets can be. She got a lot of clothes, a lot of shoes, a lot of purses, a lot of bags.
Yeah.
I know her closet. And I'm giddily excited about it. I'm like, oh my God. And I haven't organized in 3 months. I got a little tired watering my plants the other day. So I might take some little breaks while I'm there. So I'm like, I said, girl, it may take me a little longer than usually. I'm not as limber as I usually. I got out of practice. We were laughing.
You're a little bit out of shape, right?
I haven't done it in a while. So we're laughing about that, but it'll be fun to go. She's in downtown LA, which is fine. She has a nice big loft, and so she won't be there. So I wish I could see her, but I know what to do. I have key to her house. I know what to do. They have good food down there. So I can always order something for delivery.
They do.
They do.
You need your sustenance, right? Keep up your strength.
Yes, but it's fun. So it's gonna be fun. Kind of just slowly getting back out there.
I'm glad you're getting back out. It's important to be out. And I think we all have our levels of comfort with safety. But it is super important. Les and I spent time in Temecula last weekend. We stayed with some friends and we went to a winery.
Oh, wow, okay.
Packed.
Oh, really?
Packed. Saturday at 2:00, packed.
Dang.
Yeah. And even on Sunday, when we took a drive just throughout the wine country, packed. There were private events. People have bought out wineries for events. So life is happening. Yeah. People are out. You sit down, you take your mask off. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean, there you go, kids. As I always say, there you go, kids. I have an idea life is happening, but that's just kind of crazy. We're going to end the show now because we have another show to do. And our guest
we do.
Again. So I am James.
And I'm Melissa.
This is Coffee Conversation with James and Melissa. Thanks for listening and or watching us. We are on all the streaming platform services. We are on YouTube, on my online network, JLJ Media. Like, subscribe, follow, comment, share with anybody who needs to hear this. We always have Coffee and Conversation on Mondays, so check us out. And again, it's our 20th episode. Very excited about that. And we'll see you next time.